Hello, good morning to our lecturer T.S. Saiful Rizal bin Masrul. Today we are want to present about the basic functions of packagings. Here are the list of our group members who Anas bin Baharin, Farid Zuhilmi, Pavitran, Ashraf Muhammad and Muhammad Akin. The next slide will show about the introductions regarding the basic functions of packaging.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ashraf Muhammad bin Azman. So, for my part, I will presenting about introduction of the basic function of packaging. Okay, for the introduction, which is packaging. What is the packaging? Packaging refer to the process of designing the package such as container and wrapper. So, of course, it's important. It plays a very significant role in the marketing success or failure of many products, especially for non-durable consumer product. Next, packaging is one of the most important function in marketing. Like I said just now, the task of keeping any product in container, carton or wrapping, binding with or keeping in box for the freshness and protection of the product is called packing. But packaging does not mean only this task. Packaging has broad meaning.
Next, I want to present about the basic functions of packagings. There are three types of functions of packaging. First one is protections, and then utility, and then communications. So I'm start here with the protections or containment, which the packaging is to protect the content during transit from the manufacturer to consumer, which mean by the content which is mean by the product that has been emitted in this. For example, from a company is a product where until it reach to the consumer, which mean by the buyers. And then by the protections, it take place during the storage, transportations and distributions process, which when it come to the storage, transportations and eventually be able to withstand to many different static and dynamic force when it transporting the products. Next, environmental also be a part in a role of packaging, where the protections required from climate conditions such as changing in temperature, humidity, and also solar radiations. And then next, packaging help to safety of a product in the way of protections, which it help in the general handling cargo. For example, um, we ship we do shipments the products from overseas to our country or import or export. That is thing that have to be safety, which it's be fragile things. So by to protect the fragile things, we need to protect the product by the container. And then it also protect the product whenever it come to storage conditions, which it help to on producing packages must be stored in many difficult locations both before packaging of the goods. Next, move to utility.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fazil Amri. Today I'm going to present one of basic function of packaging, which is utility. For the most part, that is not logical. That is pipe distributed to the consumer. A script product must be contained in appropriate amount distribution by the package. This containment function of packaging make use contribution of the convenience of transporting the product. Grouping the product together also is quantifying and keeping track of the product, which means if we know how many pack were left in our stock about the product, and the detail of one pack have how much product in it, so it will easy the storekeeper to track the amount of product on their stock. Next, a better packaging help with the management and usage of the product instead of handling and application of consumer. Like such an example, like some packaging have some label of easy open, close feature, or some that flammable hazard sign on the packaging that will easy the consumer to understand about the product, and also such as like packaging of the food, there are state that the nutrition of the food on the packaging. The last, for example, is aerosol that on the aerosol it was labeled that the kids cannot use it because it's too dangerous for a kid. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, for communication or motivation, one of the major function of packaging is the communication of the product. Packaging protects the interests of consumers and depends on a country regulations. A minimum amount of information must be conveyed to the customer. Okay, when international trade is involved and different languages are spoken, the use of unambiguous, readily understood symbols on the distribution package is essential. It is the further interest to get appropriate communication to the consumer about the product. Okay, example of the information is information including quantity, price, inventory level, size, color, merchandising, elapsed time since packaging, and distribution routes.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anas bin Baharin, and this is our conclusion. In this chapter, we have learned the basic knowledge of packaging system. Packaging system known as engineering, science, technology, design, environment, and also business. For example, packaging professionals brings to market innovative like cost-effective packaging solutions that allows their companies to attract new customers and increase their business. So from that, we have noticed that the packaging system is not all about business, or it's not all about engineering. It is almost related to all aspects in our life. It can be it can give us many benefits to our lives. So we, as a new generations of engineers, or what should we call it, engineer to be, or the technologies to be. So we, as a new generations, we should figure out what kind of innovations that can be done in this packaging field. Uh, so I think that's all from us. Assalamualaikum and thank you.
That's all from us. Thank you.